Time to talk a little sex. Men's Health magazine recently asked 2,700 people about their sexual fantasies. Found 81% of women want their partner to talk dirty more often. More than half of the women fantasize about being blindfolded. Dr. Judy.
Yes.
Tell us it's okay, please.
Talk to us.
Oh, come on, guys.
Talk to us.
You all know you have your fantasies. I mean, come on. We all have something that we like to do.
And it's okay to verbalize it.
Totally okay to verbalize it, because guess what? Your brain is actually your most powerful sexual organ. And you need to stimulate your brain. And our brain craves novelty. So our brain's reward centers are more sensitized when there's new things. You got to mix it up. So being blindfolded, talking dirty, that helps to introduce some excitement, because people like to not always be in control when they're in a sexual situation or otherwise. And there's some good tips. If you're a little shy, that's okay. If you're a beginner at talking dirty, it's nice just to talk about what you're doing.
Yeah.
Just
like
narrate.
Or like what you want to do, and I'm going to do this. And
yeah. Talk about your fantasies. Talk about the time when you were on vacation and you did this thing that you really love. Use your imagination.
If you want to keep things spicy, you want to strengthen your relationship, this prescription's for you. You know what you do? Use a pet name with your partner.
Okay, Poopsie.
According to an online survey of over 1,000 adults, using pet names increased relationship satisfaction by 16%. Docs?
Well, I was actually thinking when you said that, my husband knows when I'm upset with him when I actually call him by his real name. Like, if I say his real name, he's like, what have I done? He knows.
Does he have a pet name?
Because, yeah, I just call him Love. That's you know, his... Yeah. Do you have a pet name?
My wife calls me Bowser. That's a pet name.
Bowser.
Hey, Bowser.
Apparently, the same survey found that 44% of men and 36% of women recycle pet names from relationship to relationship. Which I thought
For some reason, all I could think of is the movie Wedding Crashers, and I think it's Jane Seymour, and she's there, and she goes, kitty, kitty, cat. If you haven't seen that movie, you need to. It's hilarious, but it's like, kitty, kitty, cat.
Maybe that should be your nickname for your wife.
She's shaking her head. She's like, no way.
We're not engaging in pet names. Want to know a fun and flirty way to connect with your partner right now?
Yes.
Text them or tell them a corny joke. They're unexpected, fun, and research shows that more LOLs may lead to more sex.
That's right, everybody. So apparently there's two interesting studies that talk about this. There was a study with 3,000 married couples, and they looked at how much they were connecting, how much satisfied they were in the relationship. And yeah, when you have a more humorous partner, more satisfied. On top of that, females in another study from the University of Albany said that they had sex more, had more frequent and stronger orgasms, and they initiated sex more when they found their partner to be humorous.
I love that.
So part of foreplay should be, you want to hear a joke?
Yeah. How's it going for you guys?
Drew,
Dr. Travis?
I'll give you a few that you can use.
Okay.
All right, let's put this to the test.
What do you call a bee that can't make up its mind?
What?
A maybe. How about a pig that does karate? A pork chop.
Okay.
Do you like a good sale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At my place, clothes are 100% off.
All right. Just a little constructive criticism. You can't make a face after you tell a joke. You can't judge your own joke.
I love
you
people
gotta,
that tell jokes and start laughing before they tell the joke. I love that.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think we talked about that before the segment. We've gotten out of the habit of telling jokes.
We have.
We got to lighten up a little bit.
It is such a good thing to remember. And honestly, the beauty of the internet is if you can't think of a joke, just go online and type in.
Yeah.
Is that where you found yours?
I thought the 100% off one was funny.
That was the best one.
Okay.
Try that on Paris and see how it goes.
Okay.
My question is, can you successfully plan sex with your partner?
You know, Brittany, this is such an interesting question, and you know, you're catching me at a time I'm just working on next week's schedule. I didn't get to it earlier, and I brought it up here with me, and I'm working on it, and so far, this is what I'm looking at. And
I think you should
I'll have fun
compare your schedule to your wife's schedule.
Well,
see if they're the same. Yeah.
Exactly. I will leave this like, honey, this is suggested schedule for next week, and we'll probably that'll go, and that'll go, and maybe we'll have a few right there. And
Absolutely.
I love how the one guy on the panel applauded your schedule. Like, absolutely, it's a good schedule. Absolutely,
it's a great concept.
Yeah.
And Brittany, you know, here's the thing. Like Dr. O says, you need to make calendars your new sex toy. Okay? It's not sexy, but you sacrifice a little spontaneity for practicality. You know it's coming, and you can get that expectation. Because remember, for guys, the foreplay is about what we can see and what we can touch. For women, it starts in the mind a few days later. So when you know it coming, that adds to the excitement.
Every single person, at some point in their life, if you've been with a partner long enough, you're going to suffer from some element of emotional disconnect. Yeah. So let's broaden this conversation, because if you... I don't know anyone.
Why do we back off?
And why do we back off? And how do... Because you can skin a cat many different ways, but... It inevitably happens, does it not?
Well, it's like we're saying psychiatry, it's complicated, right? trying to feel sexy in your relationship is like trying to stay sober in your life. It's a daily decision, and you've got to be very intentional about how you're going to do that today. So we make this assumption that because we're in love and because you know me and I know you, you automatically know the thing that's going to make me happy. And that's just not what it is. So when we're talking about staying in connection, what we're really talking about when we talk about intimacy, a little empathy goes a long way. You just got to care.